ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोक शंकरं शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव। ओम गुरुदेव भगवान शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ कैलाशपति महाराज की जय हो। भगवान व्यास जी महाराज की जय हो। शंकराचार्य भगवान की जय हो। स्वामी तपोवन जी महाराज की जय हो। स्वामी चिन्मयानंद भगवान की जय हो। स्वामी दयानंद भगवान की जय। स्वामी प्रबुद्धानंद भगवान की, स्वामी शुद्धानंद भगवान की जय। साध्वी आनंद ज्योति जी, सभी गुरु देवताओं की जय हो। माता पिता की जय हो। ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। अत नवमोऽध्यायः राजविद्या राजगुहय योगः। मया ततम् इदं सर्वं जगत् अव्यक्तमूर्तिनः मत्स्थानि सर्वभूतानि न च अहं तेषु अवस्थितम्। न च मत्स्थानि भूतानि पश्य मे योगम् ऐश्वरम्। भृतत् न च भूतस्थः मम आत्मा भूतभावना। भगवान चैप्टर नंबर 9 श्लोक नंबर 4, चौथे श्लोक को हम कर रहे हैं। भगवान कहते हैं मय ततम इदम सर्वम, मुझ निराकार परमात्मा से ये सब जगत व्याप्त है। संपूर्ण जगत जो है वो मुझसे परिपूर्ण है। परिपूर्ण का मतलब ये नहीं है कि संपूर्ण जगत में मैं स्थित हूं। संपूर्ण जगत मुझ में स्थित है। जो भी सब जगत आप देख रहे हैं वो आप मुझे ही देख रहे हैं। When you see hand, you see me. When you see my eyes, you see me. When you see ears, you see me. It is me alone. It is me alone which you see. दिस इज भगवान वर्ड। जो आप कान देख रहे हैं ये कान मैं हूं, ये आंख मैं हूं, ये हाथ मैं हूं, ये चेस्ट मैं हूं, ये शक्ल मैं हूं, ये बाल मैं हूं। एवरीथिंग इज मी अलोन। मी अलोन इज एवरीथिंग। मी अलोन मुझसे ही परिपूर्ण है। और सर्वभूतानि, सब भूत मेरे अंतर्गत संकल्प के आधार स्थित, मैं उनमें स्थित नहीं हूं। ये सब मुझ में स्थित हैं, सब मुझ में ही स्थित हैं, मुझ में ही दिखाई देते हैं। मुझ में ही मैं ही दिखाई देता हूं। रादर इसको और क्लियरली भगवान बताते हैं, इट इज मी अलोन यू सी। इट इज मी अलोन यू सी। मैं उनमें स्थित नहीं हूं, मैं इनमें स्थित नहीं हूं। ये सब मुझ में स्थित है, मैं इनमें स्थित नहीं हूं। दिस इज व्हाट भगवान सेज इन दिस श्लोका। दिस इज द मोस्ट वंडरफुल श्लोका, मोस्ट ग्रेटेस्ट श्लोका एवर सेड जी। भगवान ने सब श्लोक, एक से एक श्लोक है विच लीड्स यू टू रिकॉग्नाइज योर सेल्फ। अपने को जो मान रखा है उस मानने को करेक्ट कर देता है। ये एंटायर भगवत गीता करेक्ट्स द एरर अबाउट यू। What you think about yourself is corrected here. जो आप अपने बारे में सोचते हैं, जो आप अपने आप को मानते हैं, उस मानने को भगवान ठीक करते हैं through these shastras. Through these shastras. भगवान says, while everything has its being in me, I am not any of them. सब कुछ, everything has, सब कुछ मुझसे है, लेकिन मैं I am not in any of them. मैं किसी में स्थित नहीं हूं। सब कुछ मुझ में स्थित है लेकिन मैं सबसे मुक्त हूं. I am free of my hand, I am free of my shakal, I am free of my chest, I am free of my ears, I am free of my eyes, I am free of everything. मैं इन सब चीजों से, there is a common notion that in every heart there is a divine spark. ऐसा रोज सुनने में आता है, रोज अपन सुनते, देयर इज अ कॉमन नोशन कि हर हृदय में भगवान स्थित है. देयर इज अ डिवाइन स्पार्क. डिवाइन माने भगवान, स्पार्क माने ज्योति. भगवान की ज्योति हर हृदय में प्रज्वलित है. आत्मा इज लुक्ड अपॉन एज समथिंग लोकेटेड इन बुद्धि. ऐसा 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 सिखाया गया है, ऐसा बताया जाता है कि आत्मा जो है वो बुद्धि में स्थित है. बुद्धि ऑफ एवरी लिविंग बीइंग. अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस द बुद्धि कैन बी construed as the basis of the atma, as base this, with the basis based relationship between buddhi and atma, to eliminate any such notion. These are all notions. ये सब भ्रमित करने की बातें हैं, entirely भ्रमित. You are not a buddhi, buddhi is in you. Through that buddhi you use that buddhi, यू यूज दैट बुद्धि. आप उस बुद्धि का इस्तेमाल करते हैं अपने स्वरूप को पहचानने के लिए. आपने अपनी बुद्धि से उस स्वरूप को गलत जान रखा है. दिस इज द थिंग. बुद्धि इज जस्ट अ इंस्ट्रूमेंट टू एलिमिनेट सच एनी सच नोशंस. भगवान से न च हम तेषु अवस्थितः. While all of them have their beings in me, I am not in any of them. इस बात को करेक्ट करने के लिए भगवान कहते हैं सब कुछ मुझ में है, मैं किसी में नहीं हूं. एवरीथिंग इज मी. ऑल वेव्स आर मी, बट आई एम नॉट अ वेव. ऑल वेव्स आर ऑफ मी. सब लहरें मुझसे है, लेकिन मैं लहर नहीं हूं. It is only a nama rupa which you see. That's it. While all of them have their beings in me, I am not in any of them. I am not. I am free of them. Not in any of them means water alone is. There is no wave. Water alone is. Water alone is. That is what Bhagwan says. We have hundreds of such paradoxes. The meaning is simple. All of them are in me, but because you may think that I am locked in them, I say I am not. I am not locked in any of them. I am not locked. मैं बंधन में, मैं किसी भी लहर के बंधन में बंधा हुआ नहीं हूं. मैं किसी लहर में, मैं किसी शरीर में बंधा हुआ नहीं हूं. I am free of all bodies. I am all bodies, but I am free of all bodies. I am free of embodiment. I am embodiment, but I am free of embodiment. This is what Bhagavan says. They are all located in me. That is, I am the Sat of everything. Like even gold is the Sat of things. All things that are golden. जितना भी gold का सामान है, उन सब का जो सत है, that is gold alone. Gold alone is. There is no ornament without gold. No ornament without gold. It is gold. Gold alone is seen as ornament. Ornament is mithya. Gold alone is seen. In every gold chain there is gold. Gold is not located in chain. Gold is not located in chain. These ये जो शब्द है, इनको सोना चेन के अंदर स्थित नहीं है. सोना चेन के अंदर स्थित नहीं है. दिस इज टू बी अंडरस्टूड वेरी क्लियरली. चेन इज गोल्ड. वो चेन जो है, that thing called chain is gold alone. That thing which is called chain is gold. The thing that is called bangle is called gold. Is gold alone. It is gold alone. The gold does not exist in chain, in the sense it does not depend upon the chain, which is only the नाम and रूपा. चेन तो सिर्फ नाम और रूप है. चेन कहकर कोई चीज नहीं है. चेन कहकर कोई चीज नहीं है. It is only gold alone. Gold alone looks like a bangle. Gold alone looks like a ring. Gold alone looks like. It is only nama rupaha. नाम और रूप दिखाई देते हैं. The very existence of chain is because of gold. Because there is gold, there is, you see, chain. Because there is gold, you see chain. Because there is gold, you see bangle. If the chain is the isness, is nothing but isness of gold. Chain is, चेन है, स्वर्ण सोने का चेन है में चेन है नहीं है, गोल्ड है. चेन नहीं है, गोल्ड का है, रूप है, गोल्ड है, चेन नहीं. इसी प्रकार you have to understand, therefore gold does not exist in chain, whereas the chain exists in gold. One is satya, the other is mithya. Satya does not exist depending upon mithya, but mithya cannot exist without satya. This is the whole intent here. मिथ्या जो है, जो नहीं है, वो है की वजह से दिखाई देता है. जो है वो कभी बदलता नहीं है. इट रिमेन्स एज इट इज. गोल्ड रिमेन एज इट इज. Gold remain as it is. You see chain. Chain is there. Everything is there. But all that is mithya. What you see is mithya. Mithya means, मिथ्या का मतलब ये नहीं है कि वहां है नहीं. चेन है. Chain is there. There is a chain, there is a name, there is a rupa, there is a chain. But वो chain chain नहीं है. It is gold alone. Gold है. So matstani sarvabhutani, all of them exist in me, but nachaham teshu avasthitam, I do not remain located in any one of them. I, because adhara basis, I am the adhara basis. Adhara, I am the adhara. In me all embodiment is. In me the entire jagat is. संपूर्ण जगत मुझ में, मुझसे है, मुझसे है. When I say, when the Shastra says मुझ में है, that मुझ में is also actually मुझसे है. Whatever you see is Ishwara. It is Paramatma alone. Paramatma alone is being seen. I am, it is me alone which is seen as Jagat. And that seeing as Jagat is Bhranti. That is Mithya. That is Avidya. That is to be corrected. Only the seeing is to be corrected. देखने को correct करना है. It is not that the world will look like now. When you see samsara, now you are seeing samsara, now you are seeing samsara, the entire samsara, and when the problem will be solved, you will see Ishvara. You will recognize that it is nothing but Ishvara alone is being seen here. Whatever I see from my eyes, I see is Ishvara alone. So Bhagavan says, I do not remain located in any one of them. I become the adhara, basis of everything. But I am not adheya, based upon them, because they are mithya. I am Sat, the truth of all of them. They have their being in me, but I do not have my being in them. सब कुछ मुझसे है, मैं इनसे नहीं हूं. I am not from them. They are from me. If the entire sansara is from me, I am not from sansara. I am not because sansara is there. I am not because there is a sansara, so I am there. संसार है इसीलिए मैं नहीं हूं. मैं हूं इसीलिए संसार है. मैं हूं इसलिए संसार है. संसार है इसीलिए मैं नहीं हूं. Because it is me alone which is seen as sansara. It is me who is seen as sansara. You see me alone because I don't. You see me as sansara. I don't have any particular name and form. Whatever you see is me alone. जो भी आप देख रहे हैं is me alone. Whether you see chain, whether you see a ring, or whether you see a necklace, or you see any other ornament, you see gold alone. You don't. There is only Naam and Rupa. Naam and Rup is given to gold alone. It is gold alone which is seen. You don't see gold other than ornament. You don't see ornament other than gold. गोल्ड से अलग, स्वर्ण से अलग कोई गहना नहीं है, स्वर्ण से अलग कोई गहना नहीं है. All गहना is gold alone. So gold is Sat. You must understand this. What you see, look at yourself. What you look at yourself as embodiment is Ishvara alone. Paramatma alone is seen as embodiment. Paramatma alone is seen as Sansara. Paramatma alone. This is what Bhagavan tells Arjuna. You see me alone. This is my Swarupa. You will not see me. मेरे को तुम किसी नाम और रूप में नहीं, किसी पर्टिकुलर दिस इज मी, दिस नेम एंड दिस रूप इज मी, ऐसा नहीं होगा कि ये नाम और ये रूप मैं हूं. परमात्मा है, ऐसा नहीं है. एंटायर नाम एंड रूपा इज मी अलोन. All Nama Rupa which you see is me alone. That seeing is Maya. When भगवान अर्जुन को जब अपना 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 विराट स्वरूप दिखाते हैं, वो भगवान विराट स्वरूप इज नॉट भगवान स्वरूप. नाउ अंडरस्टैंड दिस. विराट स्वरूपा इज नॉट भगवान का स्वरूप. It is just extension of his Maya, that this is how my entire Maya is. This is what my Maya is. Whatever you see, whatever you feel, whatever you think is Maya, and that is me alone. You see me alone. You don't see anything other than me. मेरे अलावा तुम कुछ नहीं देखते हो. This is what भगवान shows Arjuna. ये अर्जुन को विराट स्वरूप में अपनी माया का विस्तार दिखाते हैं. हाउ एक्सटेंडेड माई माया इज. इतना एक्सटेंडेड है दैट इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कम आउट ऑफ दैट. उससे बाहर निकलना. दैट इज वाई दिस विद्या इज राज विद्या. टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस, इट इज राज विद्या. भगवान का स्वरूप कोई भगवान का कोई रूप नहीं है. भगवान कैन नॉट शो दिस इज माई नेम, दिस इज माई रूपा. अगर ऐसा होता, ऐसा हो जाए, देन देयर विल बी नो फाइट जी. एक भगवान है, उनका ये नाम है, ये रूप है. यू कैन गो एंड रिक्वेस्ट हिम फॉर एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग. लाइन लगा होगा. इट विल टेक मेनी जन्मस टू रीच भगवान. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. भगवान सेज आई एम embodiment, but embodiment is not me. You see me alone in all नाम and रूपा. You see me alone. You see, आप मुझे ही देखते हो हर नाम और रूप में, पर मैं कोई और, मैं सब नामों और रूपों से मुक्त हूं. You see yourself as body. You see yourself. But गहरी नींद अवस्था में you are there. गहरी नींद अवस्था में you are there. And you are all बिल्कुल 100% awake because you witnessed the sleep of the body. The body sleeps, you are awake, free of embodiment. That is me. That is me alone. I am, you see me alone in that body, but I am free from body. One may keep arguing that it is like the situation of a king. The citizen depends entirely upon the king, but he does not depend upon the citizen. One is independent, the other is others dependent. Similarly, if all the worlds are dependent upon you while you are independent of them, yet there is a difference between the world and you. You have become the adhara of the world. World is, and the world is dheyaha. Adheyaha. You are adharaha. You alone are adhara of the world, entire sansara. You are the adhara. Because of you, the sansara is. The entire sansara is because of you. Bhagwan has covered this by saying that he is avyakta murti. He, Bhagwan ne ye baat kahi. He, only he, it is he alone is vyakta. Being avyakta, he is vyakta. Whatever you see, whatever is vyakta is the avyakta murti. Avyakta Bhagavan alone is whatever is vyakta. जो दिख रहा है, he alone is. Water is, it is water which is seen as wave. Water alone is. Water alone, you can say water is avyakta, wave is vyakta. Wave जो है वो दिखती है, पर water, it is the sat is water of all wave. It is the avyakta water which is seen as vyakta wave. It is gold, avyakta gold, which is seen as vyakta ornament. It is Paramatma alone, the avyakta Paramatma alone, which is seen as vyakta sansara. This should be understood, very carefully taken. ये बहुत important है जी, बहुत important. भगवान ने ये सब भगवान शंकराचार्य states its significance. An object which has a form is something that can be connected to another object. There is the possibility of adhara adheya, a basis based connection. For example, the dish is on the table and the table is on the ground. Since each of these has a form, it can be adhara, basis for any object which has a form. The adheya, adheya, भगवान कहते हैं सब्जी जो प्लेट में रखी, प्लेट इज आधारा ऑफ सब्जी, एंड देन सब्जी प्लेट जिसमें सब्जी रखी है, टेबल इज द आधारा. टेबल का आधार क्या है? भूमि, धरती जिस पर रखा है. नाउ लेट अस कंसीडर द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन स्पेस एंड ऑब्जेक्ट दैट हैज द फॉर्म. इट कैन बी अर्थ, it can be all the planets, all are based upon, accommodated in space. Everything is based upon space. It is all are accommodated in space. Sab ke sab, entire everything is accommodated in space except the space itself. जो space है, that space, आकाशः, आकाश कहीं पर, आकाश सब जगह स्थित है. सब कुछ आकाश में स्थित है और आकाश स्थित है. That is why Akasha is the greatest example. So everything is accommodated. सब कुछ आकाश के द्वारा, सब कुछ आकाश में स्थित है except आकाश itself. आकाश is not a, आकाश जो है वो आकाश में स्थित नहीं है, आकाश सिर्फ स्थित है. The Lord says, but space also exists, and that space exists in me. और वो आकाश, that आकाश exists in me. वो आकाश मुझ में है. That आकाश is me alone. That consciousness which has no form whatsoever, if all things exist in space and space itself exists in me, then I have no location. I am not located anywhere. Everything is located in me. I am not located anywhere. Everything is located in, सब कुछ आकाश में स्थित है और वो आकाश मुझ में स्थित है. मैं कहाँ स्थित हूं? नहीं. एवरी जो भी जगह है, that जगह is in me. I alone is. There is nothing called जगह. Places, there is nothing called place in front of me. There is no place. All places are in me alone. Everything is in me. I have no adhara. I am the adhara of everything. If it is so, what kind of base is based connected here with no location? There is no adhara, adhaya based basis difference. I am self-existent. I am self-existent. I am self-existent. And everything is based upon me. सब कुछ मुझ पे based है. Everything is based on Akasha, and Akasha is based on me. I am not based on anything. I am, मैं हूं, मेरा होनापन मैं है पर based है, और है किसी पर based नहीं. That है is Paramatma alone. Paramatma alone is. Those who do not understand this fact may say that Atma is located in Buddhi. Those who don't understand it, they may say, Okay, then Atma is located in Buddhi. Bhagwan Buddhi mein located hai. The Buddhi is the place where you recognize Atma. That is as consciousness, it manifests there. But it does not mean that Atma is located. Buddhi is only an instrument. Buddhi जो है वो सिर्फ साधन है परमात्मा को पहचान. इसका ये मतलब नहीं है परमात्मा उसमें लोकेट. Even Buddhi is also located in Paramatma. Buddhi is, where is Buddhi located? It is located in Paramatma alone. Paramatma is not located in Buddhi. Paramatma Buddhi में नहीं है. Buddhi Paramatma में located है. Buddhi is in Paramatma. Buddhi is in Paramatma. People say, अच्छा तो फिर भगवान Paramatma is in Buddhi. No, Paramatma is not in Buddhi. Buddhi is just a sadhan. Buddhi is a sadhan to recognize Paramatma. Once recognized, you will understand your Buddhi is also in Paramatma. Paramatma alone is. All your thoughts are in the thoughtless Paramatma. That is what it is. All your thoughts are in thoughtless Paramatma. That Paramatma alone is. सिर्फ वही परमात्मा है, उनके अलावा और कुछ नहीं है. दैट इज व्हाट भगवान. कुछ नहीं है भी परमात्मा में है. ओनली परमात्मा इज. Atma is that by which everything is pervaded, including your buddhi. Mayat tatam idam sarvam. Mayat tatam idam sarvam. Me alone is. Me alone is. Idam sarvam. Sarvam is his. Buddhi, after all, is a vritti, and every vritti is nothing but Chaitanya Atma. Buddhi is, what is Buddhi? Buddhi is a vritti. Vritti means a thought. And that thought is nothing but my consciousness. By Chaitanya Atma alone is that thought. That thought is the thoughtless. That thought is the thoughtless Chaitanya Atma. You have to understand, you have to capture this. A pot vritti is a consciousness plus the name and form of pot. घड़े का जो वृत्ति है, घड़े की वृत्ति, द घड़े की वृत्ति इज कॉन्शियसनेस प्लस द वृत्ति ऑफ नाम एंड प्लस अ थॉट ऑफ नाम एंड रूपा. Every vritti depends upon Chaitanya Atma, like how the waves depend entirely on water. All waves depend upon water alone. सारे के सारा wave. If there is no water, where is the wave then? But if wave is not there, water is. Whether wave is there or not, water is. Water is. But if water is not there, then where is the wave? Where is the wave? कहाँ है? लहर कहाँ है? So all the waves depend entirely upon water. Chaitanya. But Chaitanya Atma has no form that can be located anywhere. Chaitanya, Paramatma has no form. Paramatma is thoughtless, formless, spaceless. Everything is in him. Paramatma alone is everything. Paramatma alone appears as everything. Nothing alone is. Paramatma alone is. Even nothing, this is what we said, even nothing is in Paramatma. Even nothing, when we say no thing, that no is in Paramatma alone. वो जो नहीं है, वो नहीं है भी है में है. नहीं होना भी है में है. नहीं is a vritti which is in Ishwara, that is it. नहीं है, only है. This cannot be captured, ji. This can be understood, and you alone are. Paramatma alone is. After capturing this, when you capture this statement, these महावाक्यास, ये जो महावाक्य भगवान के द्वारा वर्णित हैं, इन महावाक्यों को अगर आप कैप्चर कर ले, then you just recognize that you alone are. You alone are. So it is vastu vastu that has no form and has no connection with anything else. So it is not possible for it to be adheya, based upon something else. The Paramatma is not based upon anything. The vastu is not based upon any. All vishayas are based upon vastu. But vastu means Paramatma is based upon anything. So it is not the object based upon something else. Paramatma is not object which is based upon. Chaitanya Atma is not an object which is based upon something else. It is that in which everything is based. Everything is based. Everything is based in Chaitanya. Therefore, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says the nature of Atma is such that it has no connection whatsoever. Like the water has no connection with wave. Water has no connection with wave. There is no connection between water and wave. There is no connection. Please understand, very strictly take it. Water has no connection with wave. It is water alone. There is no, for water there is no wave. पानी के लिए कोई लहर नहीं है. For water there is no wave. For wave there is water. This you have to understand. Water ke liye there is no wave. For Paramatma there is no embodiment. For all embodied, yes, Paramatma is the Sat. For all embodied, Paramatma is Sat. For all embodied, Paramatma is their Sat. But for Sat, for Paramatma, there is no embodiment. Paramatma has no relation. Paramatma is free of all embodiment. This is very important, ji. Between Satya and Mithya, there is no connection at all. Mithya does not exist apart from Satya. One is Adhisthana and the other is superimposition. सत्य जो है वो अधिष्ठान है. सत्य जो है वो उसका अधिष्ठान है, आधार है. On that सत्य मिथ्या is अध्यारोपित किया हुआ है. तो संसारा इस संसार को ईश्वर पे अध्यारोपण किया हुआ है. गोल्ड के ऊपर आपने ऑर्नामेंट्स अध्यारोपित किया हुआ है. अदरवाइज इट इज गोल्ड अलोन. अध्यारोपण को हटाइए. गोल्ड अलोन इज. वाटर के ऊपर वेव को अध्यारोपित किया हुआ है. Water alone is. Water is free of all waves. Gold is free of all ornaments. Paramatma is free of all embodiment. Jivatvam se mukta hai. Ever free Paramatma is. Mithya doesn't, embodiment doesn't exist without Paramatma. All embodiment is because Paramatma alone is. Paramatma alone is what appears. One is Adhisthana, the other is superimposition. Even the Adhara there difference is not there. There is no difference at all. The Jagat is non-separate from me. Yet I am independent of Jagat because one is Satya, the other is Mithya. The Jagat is Mithya. जगत इज द सुपर इम्पोजिशन. द संसार, ये जो संसार है ये मुझ पर अध्यारोपित किया हुआ प्रतीत. बिकॉज ऑफ अविद्या इट इज अध्यारोपित अपॉन मी. बिकॉज ऑफ नॉट नोइंग द ट्रूथ, not knowing my Satta Swarupa, you see me as Sansara. It is you see me alone as Sansara. And then when you see Sansara, then you see Sansara other than me. There is one Sansara and then there is some Paramatma sitting alone in Vaikuntha. This is all Mithyaji. A connection can only be between two things that are Satya. Though Satya ho, to there can be a connection. We can think of some connection. If Atma is Sat, and if there is any other Atma which is equally Satya, then we can say that one Atma is connected to the other Atma. One is based upon the other, one dependent upon the other, but here there is no second. Atma alone, there is no second Atma at all. At all, there is no second Atma. It is only Paramatma alone. Paramatma alone is. Paramatma alone is. If there were, you should be able to recognize. अगर कोई और होता, then you would have understood it. Then you would have easily seen it. It is because Atma is consciousness which recognize everything. There is only one Atma which forms its own standpoint, is non-dual. It is pure Chaitanya Atma. Atma is consciousness. It is not connected to anything. This is what Bhagavan says in the next shloka. भगवान अगले श्लोक में कहते हैं, न च मत्स्थानि भूतानि पश्य मे योगम ऐश्वरम भूभृत न च भूतस्तः ममात्म भूत भावनः. Bhutani, Bhutani means everything is in awareness, but nothing qualifies me, the Atma. भूतानी, ये सब भूत मत स्थानी, मुझ में स्थित नहीं है, मुझ में स्थित नहीं है, किंतु मैं मेरी ऐश्वर्यम, ऐश्वर्य योग शक्ति को पश्य देख, भूत भृत, भूतों को धारण पोषण करने वाला हूं. आई लुक लाइक एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ इंडिविजुअल. इट इज मी हु लुक्स लाइक, और भूतों को उत्पन्न करने वाला भी मेरा आत्म वास्तव में भूतों में स्थित नहीं है. न भूत भावन चमम आत्म भूतस्तनः. दिस इज व्हाट भगवान सेज, भूत भावन च. लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द श्लोका. ये सब भूत मुझ में स्थित हैं, मुझ में स्थित नहीं है, किंतु ये मुझ में. दिस इज भगवान अपीयरेंस. दिस इज हाउ भगवान सेज, एंड द बीइंग्स डू नॉट एग्जिस्ट इन मी. Look at this Aishwara connection of mind to Jagat. The self is the creator of all being. Myself is the creator of all being, the sustainer of all being, and yet is not residing in the beings. Yet I don't reside in any being. I create of me. I create means it is me who appears, but I am not. मैं ही दिख रहा हूं पर मैं नहीं हूं, मैं ही दिख रहा हूं पर मैं नहीं हूं. फर्स्ट भगवान सेज मस्तानी सर्वानी भूतानी. पिछले श्लोक में ऑल बीइंग्स हैव देयर बीइंग इन मी. नाउ ही सेज न च मस्तानी भूतानी, एंड द बीइंग्स डू नॉट एग्जिस्ट इन मी. बीइंग्स डू नॉट. भगवान पहले बोले सब कुछ मुझसे है. नाउ ही डजंट. ही सेज नो जी, नथिंग इज मी. This removes any possible notion of Bhagwan being the Adhara of all beings. If Atma is only one and everything is dependent upon Atma, there is duality. And Bhagwan would be a huge sansari. Because of sansari, after all, is some. भगवान कहते हैं you see me. पहले श्लोक में बोला you see me as sansara. Now he says I am not sansara also. I am not that sansara. It is not me. That means don't start believing that I am the huge sansara. मैं संसार हूं ऐसा don't start thinking. Don't think. If Atma is only one and everything is dependent upon Atma, there is duality. And Bhagwan would be a huge sansari, because a sansari, after all, is someone with number of dependents. Then there will be number of dependent. भगवान के बहुत सारे, you will see lot of people all around. ऐसा नहीं है. You don't dependents. To rule this out, he completely reverses his language and says, all things, all these beings and things do not exist in me. I am free of all of them. They don't exist in me. It is like the clay saying the pot exists in me. Then after thinking it over, it says, in fact, the pot does not exist in me. Pot does not exist in me. अगर मुझ में pot exist होता, if there was a pot in the clay, then pot would have always been there. ये समझना है. This is to be understood. If there is something called ornament, then ornament should always be there, always be always be there. But it is not there. That is why Bhagwan says, Bhagwan being Adhara of all the being. If Atma is only one and everything it is dependent upon Atma, there is, and Bhagwan would be a huge sansari. Because to rule out this, he completely reverses it. All these beings and things do not exist in me. Nothing exists in me. This is to be understood. Don't get confused with these words. All these beings and things do not exist in me. It is like the clay saying the pot exists in me. Then after thinking, after thoda gyan, oh, the pot doesn't exist in me. It is me which appears as pot. It is me which appears only. It is only an appearance. There is no pot at all. कोई घड़ा कह करके कुछ है नहीं. It is only the clay which appears. प्रतिभासित होता है. This is what Bhagwan is explaining. Let us understand. Then after thinking, Bhagwan says, in fact, the pot does not exist in me. All that is in me is clay. जो मेरे में है, जो मैं हूं, is clay alone. I exist in my own right and do not depend upon the pot. I exist. Clay is free of pot. The clay is free of potness. Same way Paramatma is free of samsara. Then the clay is Satta. Anything else has no independent existence. It is only Nam and Rupa. You see clay alone as Nam, name called pot, and Rupa of that gold round shaped pot. That is only as name Rupa you see. Clay alone is seen. Clay alone is seen. See, you have to understand this. It is only Paramatma which is being seen as Sansara. There is nothing, there is no Sansara. It is all Paramatma alone is. Paramatma alone is. Paramatma alone is. Paramatma alone is. Similarly, every thought is me, but in me there is only Chaitanya. Every thought, all thoughts are in me, but I am Chaitanya. There is only Chaitanya. I am only consciousness. Consciousness alone I am. Paramatma alone I am. I am clay alone. Now the pot is, there is no pot, there is no Nam, there is no Rupa. Pot can, after understanding this, now pot says, there is no pot. There is only clay, there is only Paramatma alone. But if you turn your vision towards Atma, there is no thought there. Even there is no thought which says, I am Paramatma. Paramatma alone is a thought, and even that thought is not there. Even that thought is not there. वहां पर कोई विचार भी नहीं है. That thoughtless is me. That thoughtless is Paramatma. And for that you need not do anything. For that you don't have to do anything. When one thought has gone and another is yet to come, what obtains is consciousness. एक thought गई, दूसरी thought आई, within which किसमें? The consciousness. चैतन्य में एक thought आती जाती है, आत्मा. Atma, independent of thought, independent of whole Jagat, that consciousness is the nature of Atma, and it is Swarupa, there are no beings. In its Swarupa, there are no beings. भगवान के स्वरूप में, this is what Bhagwan says. All these nama rupas which you see are me alone, but I am independent of that. Whatever you are seeing is just a mithya. It is not there. There is no pot. It is clay alone. It is clay alone. मिथ्या कह करके भी कुछ नहीं है. It is Sat alone. It is Sat alone. That which what we say that appears, that appearance is also gone. That is Paramatma. The appearance is also gone. There is no appearance left. Even the appearance is not there. Only Paramatma is. Only Paramatma is. Look at my connections, my glories. This is what Bhagavan says. Look at my connections. Look at my glories. He says, Pasya me yogam aishwaryam. Aishwaryam is my glories. My glories. Look at my glories. Pasya means look, understand. Pasya. Pasya means look. देखो. यहां देखने का मतलब है समझो. You can't look. समझो. समझो क्या? समझो मेरे ऐश्वर्य को. Being clay, you see me as pot. What a great thing. Being clay, it is clay. आप मिट्टी है और आप this is clay's ऐश्वर्य. मिट्टी का ऐश्वर्य है कि it looks like pot. घड़े के रूप में दिखती है. There is no घड़ा. There is nothing called घड़ा. There is no appearance also. It is clay. While it is घड़ा, it is clay. It is clay alone. Clay alone is. The word Aishwaryam is an adjective to the word yoga and means that which belongs to Ishvara. Yoga here means connection. The Lord says, Pashyami yogam Aishwaram. Look at my connections with the Jagat. Now try to understand my connection. This is yoga. Connection of the cause, Paramatma, with the effect, Jagat. Paramatma is the cause and Jagat is the effect. Cause and effect. Let us look into the relationship between cause and effect. What is the relationship? Let us understand Paramatma, the effect. Paramatma with the effect called Jagat. Let us look at Paramatma with the effect called Jagat. In any cause effect relationship, the cause is independent of the effect, while the effect depends upon the cause. Cause is the cause. The cause is always independent. Cause is always free. Cause is always free. कारण जो है वो हमेशा मुक्त रहता है. कार्य से कारण हमेशा मुक्त रहता है. कार्य कारण रिलेशनशिप को समझने में कार्य जो है वो कारण से हमेशा मुक्त है. कारण इज ऑलवेज मुक्तः. Karan, this is what is to be understood. This is the reality from the standpoint of Karya Karan, cause and effect. If you go one step further and look at the Karan, is there Karya? All the time there is only Karan. हर समय सिर्फ कारण ही है. Cause is there. Only the cause is. There is no Karya. Karya is nothing but Karan in another form. Therefore, the Lord says the entire Jagat is nothing but Himself. Entire Jagat is nothing but Himself. There is no embodiment also. Now this is what Bhagavan is trying to. There is nothing called embodiment also. It is me alone. It is me. It is me alone. It is me alone. There is nothing embodiment and all. There is nothing. Nothing is there. No thing. It is embodiment. Everything is me alone. All that is there is Karana, because Karya is nothing but Karan is another form. Therefore, Bhagavan says The entire Jagat is nothing but himself. The cause of the entire Jagat is Ishvara. It is all Ishvara's glory, which is why he say, Pasyami Yogam Aishwaram. If there is all Aishwarya is Paramatma. All what you say is appearing is Paramatma. His Aishwarya alone. It is his Aishwarya. Paramatma ka hi glory hai. It is Paramatma. परमात्मा अलोन इज व्हाट यू सी अपियरेंस. परमात्मा ही आपको आप कहते हैं दिख रहा है. जो दिख रहा है दैट इज परमात्मा अलोन. इट इज द कॉज अलोन. इट इज द कॉज अलोन विच इज सीन. कॉज अलोन इज सीन. The cause of the entire Jagat is Ishvara. It is all Ishvara's glory, which is why we say Pasyame Yogam Aishwaram. If this is the nature of Atma, then along with Bhagwan, you can say the same thing. Along with Krishna, Arjuna, you can also say Maya Tatam Idam Sarvam. All this is pervaded by me. Because he understands that Atma pervades everything. Along with everything is he, pervades everything, and there is no second Atma available. There is no second. It is only one which is in which everything is. In Atma alone, all beings exist, and at the same time, Atma is free from all beings. This is the nature of Atma. Anybody who understands this can say, Pasya me yogam aishwaram. Look at my connections, my glories. All paradoxes are glories. Atma is the cause of everything. Atma is the cause of everything. And the recognition that take place about the Jagat is that Jagat is also I. It is जो जगत के बारे में पहचान है वो पहचान मैं ही हूं. That पहचान is me. But when the beings do not exist, what do I have to talk about? All I see is Brahman. There is no Jagat. Here, nacha mastani bhutani. There is no connection between Atma and Jagat because there is no second. It is me alone which is seen, and all that is seen is me. Then there is no connection left. There is no connection left. It is me alone. मैं ही हूं. It is me alone, which is, Bhagwan says. There is no connection between Atma and Jagat because there is no second thing belonging to the same order of reality to get connected. This is what this is what Ashcharya, wonder. ये बहुत आश्चर्य है. This is the Ashcharya. And which is why he says, Pasyame yogam aishwaryam. Look at my yoga. Look at my aishwaryam. Look at my aishwaryam. There is clay, there is pot, there is connection. Despite of all that, there is nothing but clay. Clay alone is. Clay alone is. It is wonder from another standpoint of view too, which Bhagwan expresses in this paradox. He says, Mama Atma Bhuta Bhrata Nacha Bhutastha. Myself is Bhuta Bhrataha, but not Bhutastha. Bhrata means one who sustains or upholds. One who sustains all being, all bhutas. Atma sustains all beings by giving satta, existence to all of them. Like clay sustains the pot, Atma sustains the Jagat. At the same time, it is not located in bhutas. Nacha bhutastha. It is not limited to any of the bhutas. जो clay है, that clay in which the pot sustains. जो घड़ा है वो क्ले पर आधारित है, मिट्टी पर आधारित है, मिट्टी पर आधारित है. बट क्ले पॉट कह करके कोई चीज ही नहीं है. इट इज मिट्टी अलोन. मिट्टी अलोन इज. दिस इज व्हाट भगवान सेज. No, it is at the same time, it is not located. Bhagwan is not located in bhutas. Nacha bhutastha. I am not located in Clay is not located in clay is not located in that pot. Clay is not located in pot. There in clay, from clay's standpoint of view, there is nothing called pot. Clay alone is. क्ले के स्टैंड पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देर इज नो पॉट, कोई घड़ा नहीं है. इट इज ओनली मिट्टी अलोन इज, क्ले अलोन इज. When the Lord says he is bhuta bhrata, he is not engaged in this big task of sustaining the world. That is why Lord Vishnu is portrayed as Syanah Sarvam Bibitati. Lying down, he sustains everything. Lying down means resting, he sustains. Without sustaining, he sustains. This is, let us understand. Without any effort, he sustains. There is no effort required. Lying down, he sustains everything. Just as Atma Chaitanya sustains your thought without connection in any matter, in any manner. कोई connection, you sustain all the thoughts, the consciousness. आपका चैतन्य में ही सब वृत्तियां आती जाती रहती हैं. All vrittis come and go. Further, he is not located in bhutas. Since Atma is no form, it cannot be bhutastha, residing in the bhutas. That is why he said, all the bhutas are located in me, whereas I am not located in the bhutas. I am a sangaha. That is why Bhagavan says, I am a sangaha. Bhagavan says, Mama Atma Bhuta Bhrata Nacha Bhutastaha. This word Mama is genitive. Genitive case, which usually indicates a connection. Bhagwan Shankaracharya says here that it is purely in keeping with common understanding. People look upon the body as themselves. जो आम धारणा है, लोग समझते हैं कि ये शरीर मैं हूं. They look upon the body as themselves and therefore मामा आत्मा, और इसीलिए कहते हैं मेरी आत्मा. This is to be understood. It is not Meri Atma. It is Mera Sharir. Mam Atma means Atma belonging to the body. That is why Bhagavan says. The problem in the modern Vedanta is that they superimpose the Ahankara upon Atma, not knowing that Swarupa of Atma. Then they will say, you must realize the self. इसीलिए you must go and realize the self, the Atma of yourself. अपने स्वरूप को पहचानो. This is the biggest blunder we say, जी. अपने स्वरूप को पहचानो, आत्मा के स्वरूप को पहचानो. Not knowing that it is Atma alone, you must realize the self, the Atma of yourself, which is other than the self that obtains now. This is self is subject to samsara, etc. But there is real self that you should realize. You first create two selves, then remain two. The truth is that the one who has to realize the self is the self to be realized. It is not two selves. दो मैं नहीं हूं. It is one मैं which is to be realized. And that मैं is not है. That है is मैं alone. That मैं is है alone. That है is मैं alone. There is no other self besides the self that exists right now. The ahankara that claims to be the self is born of error, and we are correcting this error by removing the ignorance about self-evident Atma. So there is there is no division. This must be very clear. The mention of Mam Atma is purely from the standpoint of superimposition. If you superimpose the mind body sense complex on Atma becomes as good as body, and you get the conclusion, I am a human being. On the I, the body mind senses are imposed. and thereby Atma becomes Sansari, who has to now realize the real Atma. But thus, there is no Mam Atma, there is only one Atma. मेरी आत्मा कह करके कुछ नहीं. This is my Atma. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. There is only Atma. Atma alone is. Atma, मेरी आत्मा, तेरी आत्मा, ये आत्मा, that is the avidya. This is to be understood, and we will continue this. This has to be understood very carefully. Very carefully we have to understand this. So kal ke class में we'll try to understand the swarupa of Paramatma, of the Atma. This we are going to see tomorrow morning, 7:30. 7:30 tomorrow morning, we again meet to understand the shloka completely. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Ishwar Arpanamastu. Om Paramatmane Arpanamastu. Om Shri Krishnaya Arpanamastu. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shri Gurudevaya Arpanamastu. Hari Om Tat Sat. हरि ओम तत्सत।